Welcome again. This is Mwalimu Jeff Bama. Today, in this video, we are going to look at diminutives. Do you know what diminutives are? Have you ever come across the word diminutives? This is now the understanding of what diminutives are. Diminutives are young ones of animals or something. Young ones of animals or something are the ones referred to as diminutives. Here we go. We need to have an understanding of the young ones of animals. I will give some examples of the young ones of animals that we are given so that we can have an understanding of what diminutives are. Here we go. First of all, we have the adult, which is the animal which is an adult, and the name of the young one. To begin with, there is antelope. The young one of an antelope is referred to as a calf. The young one of an ass is referred to as a foal. The young one of a bat is referred to as a cub or a pup. Cub or pup. The young one of a baboon. A baboon has got a young one that is referred to as an infant. Infant. The young one of a bear is referred to as a kitten or pup. The young one of a bird is referred to as a nestling. A nestling, that is the young one of a bird. The young one of a boar is referred to as a farrow or piglet. The young one of a buffalo is referred to as a calf. The young one of a cat, the young one of a cat is referred to as kitten. The young one of a butterfly is referred to as a caterpillar. Caterpillar. We have the young one of a chicken is referred to as chick. The young one of a crane is also referred to as chick. The young one of a cockroach, how do we call it? It is referred to as a nymph. And how do we call the young one of a deer? A deer has got a young one that is called fawn. How do we call the young one of a dog? A dog has what? A puppy. Puppy is the young one of a dog. What about the young one of a donkey? Donkey has got a young one that is referred to as foal. Foal. What about the young one of a duck? It is called duckling. An eagle has got also its young one. How do we call it? The young one of an eagle is referred to as eaglet. Eaglet. In addition, we also have an animal that we call eland. Eland or eland. This animal has got a young one by the name calf. just like that of a cow. It's referred to as calf. What about fish? Fish is not left behind. The young one of fish, we call it fry. Fry. What about fly? The fly now, the fly. The young one of a fly is referred to as maggot. Maggot. How do we call the young one of a fox? A fox has got a young one referred to as a cub. Cub. The frog has got a young one that is referred to as tadpole. Tadpole or froglet. It can be called tadpole or froglet. The young one of a giraffe is called calf. Goat has got a young one called kid. Gorilla has got a young one called, do you know what? Infant. Grasshopper has got a young one called nymph. Nymph. What about guinea fowl? The guinea fowl has got a young one called foal or chick. Foal or chick. Guinea pig. We have a guinea pig. Guinea pig has got a young one referred to as pig or pup. Pig or pup. We have an animal we call hare. Hare has got a young one, which is called leveret. Leveret. There's an hawk. Hawk is also an animal which has got a young one. And the young one of an hawk is called bowlet. Bowlet. What about a hen? A hen has got a young one referred to as. It is referred to as a chick or pullet. Chick or pullet. Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus is another animal that lives in water. Hippopotamus has got a young one by the name calf. Horse. A horse has got a young one. And the young one of a horse is also referred to as filly or foal. Filly or foal. We have a moth. A moth is another animal that has a young one. And the young one of a moth is called caterpillar. Caterpillar. We also have an animal that we call hyena. Hyena. Hyena has got a young one, which is named as cub or whelp, whelp, cub or whelp. There is another animal that is well known as jaguar. Jaguar has got a young one also. And the young one of a jaguar is none other than what's referred to as cub. Cub. There's also a lion, the king of the jungle. Lion. The lion has got its young one referred to as, it is also called cub. Cub. In addition, we have another animal that we call pig. Pig has got a young one, which is referred to as piglet. Piglet. We also have a rabbit. Rabbit. Do you know the young one of a rabbit? Have you ever come across the name of the young one of a rabbit? Here it is. It is referred to as bunny. Bunny. What about an animal that is referred to as salmon? Salmon. Salmon, not Simon. Salmon. This animal has got a young one referred to as pa or pa. Pa. Young one of a snake. A snake has got a young snake that is referred to as hatchling. 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 That is the young one of a snake. There is what we call stallion. An animal called stallion. A stallion is an animal and it has a young one referred to as colt or foal. Colt or foal. There's another animal referred to as trout. Trout. This animal has got a young one called fry. Fry. There's another animal referred to as turkey. It's a kind of a bird. Turkey. The young one of a turkey is called poult or chick. Poult or chick. Another one is zebra. Zebra. Do you know the young one of a zebra? A zebra has got a young one called foal. Foal. Apart from having young ones of animals, we also have diminutives that refer, or the small ones of things. Diminutives that refer to the small ones of things. Small ones of things can also be called diminutives. These are formed by adding what we call a suffix to the main word. A suffix is added to the main word. Remember, a suffix comes at the end of the main word to make a different word. So, in this case, I will give a few examples. And the few examples I'm going to give include the following. First of all, we have a book. The small one of a book is referred to as booklet. booklet. A hill has got a small hill, which is referred to as hillock. So a small hill is called hillock. A drop of something can also have something small, or the small one. If it's a drop, the small one, we call it droplet. If it's a river, the small river, we call it rivulet. Rivulet. If it's a kitchen, the small kitchen can be called kitchenette. Kitchenette. For now, I have no any option except to end this short session. Thank you for watching. Remember to comment and subscribe if you have not. And God will bless you. Thank you so much.